All right, guys. So just to give you a quick orientation of what we're looking at, we're going to be dealing with, the Elgato Stream Deck and how we can utilize this inside of Ecamm Live. And what Stream Deck will do for you, it allows you to utilize some of the hotkeys without even knowing where it is on the keyboard. So, and I'll show you how we can do some pretty neat things within Ecamm Live, and also utilizing the program that you see right up here, which is the Elgato Stream Deck. So essentially, this is it's a little device. I mean, this is not on the computer. Okay, it's attached through USB, and essentially, this is just one big, huge screen. And you're able to assign buttons and functions. So each one of these is a button that you can push, and it's going to do a function. Now, right now I have the Ecamm Live folder right here. So this is a folder. Same thing with this one. This one's for ScreenFlow. That's what I use for ScreenFlow anyway. But so it's not just for Ecamm Live, but it does help you out a lot. And so just to show you of some neat things that you can do with this, and I made all these icons in the Elgato button creator. So we'll talk about that here shortly. But anyways, you can assign custom things to each one of these buttons. So you can see in the top left here, I have the Go Live Record. So I'm going to go ahead and I can push that button, and it's going to execute the function of going into Ecamm Live, and it's going to start the recording, whether it be the recording here or if we're going to Facebook, So essentially, what I have done with this is up here in the top left, we have all of these functions that we can do with Ecamm Live. All right, so you can go live, right? So, begin live session is a Command G button. So if you don't like hitting that on your keyboard, this is what the Elgato Stream Deck will do for you. So just to give you some examples here, I have two scenes set up here, and you can see over here in the overlay, it's Command 1, Command 2 for scene 2. So no matter what I'm doing, I can go on my Elgato Stream Deck here and say, for example, I want to change to scene number 1, right? So I click that, and there we go. Now I'm in scene number 1. Okay, and you can even see that little green check mark that appears. Let me go back to 2. So there we go. So you can see that very easily we can transition in between the scenes. So anyways, I just put some common things that you would use as a live streamer. Especially, the microphone on and off. You can toggle this, and we'll see over here in the sound levels that my mic will be muted. And the only reason why you're hearing me now is because I'm recording this with ScreenFlow. Okay, but anyways, you can do that. Right here I have the picture-in-picture where it can be toggled on and off. So it makes it very nice and easy. All right. Now, if you are wanting these buttons and stuff, and you have the Elgato Stream Deck recorder, I'm going to put a link in this somewhere where you're going to be able to go and download these button sets that I've created. Now, keep in mind that we'll discuss wherever you see the download link. We'll tell you whether or not it's for the beta or whether or not it's for the actual version. Okay, so there is a difference, but let's go ahead and sort of show you what I did in order to create some of these buttons. Okay, so right here, at the very top level, you can choose to create a folder. And so it's very simple. It's just drop and drag. And you can immediately see that over on my keypad, it created a folder. All right, so pretty cool, right? So now we can double click this, and now we can start adding the buttons and stuff. So for all of my Ecamm Live buttons, I set it up as a multiple hotkey. Okay, or multiple things that go on, so multiple action. So that's right here. And the reason why I always do multiple action whenever I'm doing Ecamm Live is because sometimes I'm demonstrating stuff on the desktop, sometimes I'm demonstrating stuff in Ecamm Live. Anyways, I need a way for the program to automatically, I want it to do this first. I want it to launch Ecamm Live. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this button. So first I want it to open the program, and then the next thing we're going to do is a hotkey. Okay, so fairly simple there. Program. What program do we need to open? Well, I'm going to go ahead and choose under the Applications folder. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and find the Ecamm Live. So here we go. Here's the beta that we all test. And now it's going to open up that file anytime I click on that top button right there. Okay. Now, it's not going to open up multiple instances, so that's why I like this part. So it's automatically going to open up the program, and then it needs to perform a function. So again, you're going to find what common things do you want to do with the Elgato. So in this example, let's go ahead and set it up to change the scene. Okay, so over here we know that Command 1 and Command 2, and Command 3, all of those will go ahead and change the scene. So let's go ahead and make this a transition to number 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assign this to Command 3. So it says observing keystrokes. So I clicked on that. It's observing the keystrokes. Let's go ahead and hit Command. So you don't have to hold the Command button down. So you just tap it. Tap the Command and then the number 3, and it now has added that there. So the first thing that when I hit this button, it's going to open up the Ecamm Live, and then it's going to do a Command 3 once the program has opened. All right, so obviously when you're streaming this, Ecamm Live is always going to be open, and it's not going to open up another instance of it, so makes that key work great. All right, so let's go ahead and test that out here. You'll see that my picture-in-picture will go away. This whole frame here will disappear, and we'll go to the number 3 here. So there we go. So you can see that in Ecamm Live, it has now changed that scene. We just created a great action for it. All right. So let me go ahead and go back to, we'll go back here to scene 2. All right, so we have the button corrected, or we have the button anywhere on there. You are able to select the button. You can give it a title, and I just put this in, scene 3. Okay, so you can see it automatically updates on my button down here on the actual device. All right. So how do you get the cool icons? Well, you click on this button here, and then you can click on this button here that says Create New Icon. And it's going to take you to a website. So here this is. It has a lot of neat buttons that you can do. You can have it set up as simple as this. You are able to change colors and things like that all over here. You're even able to layer things. So if I wanted to have a neat color here, and I can change the color over here. And now let me go ahead and go down to an icon that's down here. All right, so that looks good. And if you don't like the text that's on the button already, you can go ahead and add some text here, and that's what I did on some of those there. And you can just double click and scene 3, right? Okay, so we have that there. We are able to click on things and drag them where we need. Now, here's the final step. You click on the button that says Save Key, and that's going to save it down there to your download folder. I'm done with this, so let me move that out of the way. And now it is time to go ahead and add that new icon right here from the Set From File. And then this will pop up here, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that photo there. And again, like I said, if you don't like the text that automatically comes with the Screen Deck, you can do that. All right, so that's how you can create the icons. That's what I like about this. Now, another neat thing that you can do with this is you can always, under the settings here, this will pop up, and you're able to export and import profiles. All right, so like I said, I'm going to send you guys a link, or you'll see a link here in somewhere with this video, and you will be able to import the profile. So you can click this little down arrow here, import, and it's going to have a pop-up window like this, and you can just click on this and it's going to import everything for you. Okay, so I went ahead and did an export of my Ecamm Live folder so that you guys can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, delete it. I no longer need it, but you can see that not only does it work for Ecamm Live, but it also works for stuff anything that has hotkeys associated with it. I mean, I have this here set for ScreenFlow. I do a lot of ScreenFlow editing, whether that's freezing the frame, fixing the video format, fixing the audio, exporting, saving, doing some transitions that you see right there. So all of these are custom buttons that you can create and identify with. So when you are doing any kind of work, you'd be able to utilize its functionality. But yeah, pretty neat stuff that what you can do inside this. And again, I just put some of the common things that I do and I use for Ecamm Live that you see right here. And yeah, so very, very, very nice. All right. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. If you do end up getting the Stream Deck, make sure you use the link that I have down below. It sort of gives us credit for purchasing it. This was, as far as US dollars goes, I think I got it for $139. All right. But very solid product. I'm very happy with it. The only downside to this, if any, would be the length of the cord as far as the USB goes. It's about 3 feet long. So some folks complain about that part because it's not an interchangeable USB part. It's fixed in there. But anyways, pretty solid thing. The buttons show up clear and it feels really solid. All right. But hopefully you enjoyed this video and everything, and we'll see you next time. Okay.